There's a paradox that every true chosen one eventually faces. The more they grow into their purpose, the more they seem to be misunderstood, abandoned, or rejected by the very people they hoped would stand beside them. It's not because you're unworthy of love. It's not because you're broken. It's because your path is different, and your vibration, your vision, and your values often create invisible walls between you and those still asleep to their own calling. In this message, we're going to explore 9 deep reasons why chosen ones are often rejected by everyone they love. As you listen, let these insights free you from self-blame. Instead of seeing rejection as a sign of failure, you'll begin to see it as a sign of initiation, a spiritual marker that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. If you're watching this and something inside you is saying, "This is me, this is what I've been going through," then this message has reached you at the perfect time. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss these soul-guided messages. And if this came to you right when you needed it most, type 1111 in the comment section below as a declaration of alignment and to receive divine blessings. Doing so not only connects you to this community but also affirms that you're ready to step fully into your calling. 1. Your energy feels like a mirror. Most people spend their lives avoiding their own truth, building carefully crafted identities that shield them from having to confront the deeper layers of their pain, fear, and insecurities. They live in a kind of emotional autopilot, doing whatever it takes to stay comfortable, even if that comfort is built on denial or self-deception. When a chosen one enters their space, you disrupt that fragile equilibrium without even trying. Your presence becomes like a mirror, not a flattering filtered one, but a clear, unedited reflection showing them exactly who they are, what they've ignored, and what they've suppressed. They start to feel naked in a room where they once felt safe, and that can be terrifying. It's not that you're judging them or intentionally exposing them. Your authenticity, your self-awareness, and your inner light simply bring to the surface what they've been hiding from themselves. It's like walking into a dimly lit room and suddenly switching on the lights. Everything becomes visible. For people unprepared for that level of self-recognition, exposure feels like an attack, even though it isn't. Instead of leaning in and healing, instead of thanking you for the mirror, they retreat. Rejection becomes their escape hatch, their way of slamming the door on the uncomfortable truth you unknowingly trigger. This isn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, their reaction is an unconscious acknowledgement of your power and your purity. It's proof that your energy vibrates at a level where truth naturally reveals itself. Though it hurts, understand that their rejection says far more about their readiness to face themselves than it does about your worth. 2. You love at a deeper frequency. Chosen ones don't do superficial connections well, not because they're trying to be different, but because their soul simply doesn't operate on that bandwidth. You feel deeply, love fiercely, and crave authenticity the way most people crave comfort. When you open your heart to someone, you're not offering crumbs of attention or transactional affection. You're offering the ocean of your soul, vast, uncharted, and profound. But many people prefer shallow waters where nothing challenges them, where they can float without risking vulnerability. To dive into the depths with you means confronting their own fears, admitting their own wounds, and dismantling the masks they've worn for years. Vulnerability requires courage, and courage requires self-awareness. When you show up with your depth, it shines a light on their lack of it, and rather than rising to meet you, many panic. They mistake intensity for danger because they've never experienced love that wasn't conditional, manipulative, or performative. Your presence feels like a foreign language they can't understand. So they pull away, sometimes without explanation, sometimes blaming you for being too much. But their rejection of you is not a rejection of your worth. It's a rejection of the depth they're not yet ready to swim in. You're not unlovable. You're simply operating at a frequency where superficiality can't survive. And though this can feel isolating, it's also your greatest protection. By filtering out those unwilling to meet you at your level, life is clearing space for people whose hearts are prepared for the ocean, not just the shore. 3. Your mission threatens their normal. Your path is not ordinary, and neither is your presence. Whether you realize it or not, you carry ideas, dreams, and visions that disrupt the status quo. You have an inner compass pointing you toward growth, expansion, and transformation, while many around you are content to live inside the safety of tradition, routine, or mediocrity. Your mission, even unspoken, creates a kind of spiritual tension. People sense that you are not just living for yourself, that your life is part of something larger, and that awareness unsettles them. At first they may admire you. They'll call you inspiring, driven, or different in a good way, but admiration can turn to anxiety when they realize your path doesn't leave room for their stagnation. If they're unwilling to evolve alongside you, they'll feel like your very existence is exposing their complacency. They'll try, consciously or not, to pull you back into the familiar, into the box where they feel comfortable. And when they can't, when they see that your vision can't be tamed or redirected, rejection becomes their defense mechanism. They'll label you as too ambitious or too idealistic because they can't handle the implicit challenge your life represents. Understand this clearly. Their rejection is not an indictment of your mission. It's proof that your calling has power. It's a sign you're on the right path. Your job is not to shrink your vision to soothe someone else's insecurities. Your job is to keep walking, knowing that those meant to walk with you will feel inspired, not threatened by your stride. 4. You don't compete for approval. Unlike most people, chosen ones slowly outgrow the need to be liked at all costs. You no longer chase applause, beg for validation, or contort yourself into someone else's version of acceptable. This doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of deep inner work, self-awareness, and hard-won self-respect. But when you arrive at this level, it can feel disorienting to those who still rely on external approval like oxygen. Your independence, your self-groundedness, and your refusal to play their games can make you seem cold or distant. They're used to people who will do anything to please, who will bend and break just to belong. But you no longer barter your authenticity for acceptance. Because you don't participate in their validation loops, you expose them. They can't manipulate you into being what they want you to be. They can't use guilt, shame, or praise to control you, and that frustrates them because their strategies no longer work on you. The result? They leave. They'll call you selfish, arrogant, or aloof, not realizing that what they're feeling is their own loss of control. This rejection, while painful, is actually a compliment. It's a sign that your self-worth has matured beyond their reach, that you've outgrown the playground of approval-seeking. You're no longer available for relationships built on performance, manipulation, or dependency. In truth, your detachment is freedom, and freedom is magnetic to those who are ready for it, but repellent to those who aren't. 5. Your growth outpaces their comfort zone. One of the hardest truths to accept is that not everyone is meant to grow with you. Sometimes the very people you love are only equipped to meet you at a certain level, emotionally, spiritually, or mentally. You share seasons, memories, and milestones, but those bonds were formed with an earlier version of you. As you evolve beyond that level, through healing, self-discovery, or new experiences, it creates an invisible distance. This distance isn't about arrogance or superiority, it's simply the natural gap that forms when two people are moving at different speeds. Your acceleration reminds them of their stagnation. They feel left behind, threatened, or ashamed, even if they can't articulate it. Instead of rising with you, instead of seeing your growth as an invitation, they push you away. They may criticize you, accuse you of changing, or act cold and distant. But the truth is, they're mourning the version of you they were comfortable with. They're struggling with the mirror your growth holds up to their own inertia. Their rejection is not because you've done something wrong, It's because your evolution makes them question their own choices. And rather than face that discomfort, they retreat. This is one of the most painful experiences a chosen one can endure. Losing people you thought would be with you forever. But it's also a sign of progress. The universe is clearing your path of those who can't keep up, not as a punishment, but as a protection. It's making room for relationships that match your current vibration, not your past one. 6. You carry a light that exposes darkness. There's a reason the ancient texts say, "Light has no fellowship with darkness." When you're walking in clarity, integrity, and higher purpose, you don't have to say much for the room to feel different. Your presence alone is a quiet disruption to environments built on deceit, gossip, or hidden motives. People who benefit from the shadows will feel threatened by your light even if they can't explain why. It isn't that you're better than them. It's that your energy represents truth, accountability, and authenticity, which are incompatible with manipulation or corruption. Light doesn't have to attack darkness, it simply reveals it. When you walk in, motives become obvious, hypocrisy starts to crumble, and secrets begin to feel heavier. Some people will respond with gratitude, using your example as a catalyst to clean up their own lives. Others will respond with resistance, criticism, or outright rejection because your very existence feels like a risk to their comfort. This rejection isn't personal, it's self-preservation on their part. They're not rejecting you, they're rejecting what your light forces them to see about themselves and their environment. It's easier for them to remove you than to remove their shadows. Understand this, your light is a gift, but it's also a filter. It naturally separates those who are ready to rise from those who are not. Although it can be painful to be pushed away, remember that your presence is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Revealing truth, protecting your path, and keeping you from entanglements that could dim your shine. 7. You refuse to settle. Chosen ones are allergic to settling, in relationships, careers, and in life. This isn't stubbornness or arrogance, it's a deep inner knowing that your soul came here for more than mediocrity. You sense destiny tugging at you, and that sense won't let you rest in places that suffocate your potential. When you refuse to compromise on your dreams or betray your standards, it can be intimidating to those who have already compromised on theirs. People who have accepted good enough as their ceiling will call you unrealistic, too picky, or never satisfied because your unwillingness to shrink makes them question their own choices. They'll accuse you of aiming too high, but secretly they're uncomfortable with how your life exposes their resignation. The truth is, your refusal to settle is not an insult to them, it's a boundary for you. It's how you honor the calling on your life. Their rejection is their confession that they can't meet you at the level of your standards, and that's okay. You're not meant to drag anyone upward, nor are you meant to dull your vision to soothe someone else's fear. Your refusal to settle is your protection, and sometimes protection looks like being misunderstood or even left alone for a season. But that season of solitude is where your foundation strengthens. It's where you attract people, opportunities, and environments that resonate with your high standards rather than resent them. In time, you'll see that every rejection was a blessing in disguise, a way of clearing your path of anything that could have chained you to a lesser life. 8. You're a catalyst for change they're not ready for. Some people enter your life not to stay but to be awakened. Your presence alone plants seeds, sparks ideas, or initiates inner shifts in them that might not blossom for months or even years. You're like a divine appointment they didn't see coming. A conversation, a gesture, or even just your example becomes the moment they start questioning everything. But change is uncomfortable, and most people resist it. Rather than acknowledging the gift you are, they reject you, not realizing that you were sent as a catalyst to bless them, not to harm them. It's not malice, it's fear. Transformation asks them to release old patterns, outdated beliefs, and toxic habits, and that can feel like death to their current identity. It's easier to reject the messenger than to embrace the message. This can be one of the most painful aspects of being a chosen one. You pour into someone's life, ignite their awakening, and then watch them walk away as if you were the problem. But take heart. Seeds take time to grow. Your assignment in their life may be complete even if their process is just beginning. Rejection is often proof that your role was never to stay permanently, but to activate something within them. When you understand this, you stop taking it personally. You realize you're part of a much larger orchestration. You're not losing them, you're releasing them to their own journey, while you continue on yours with gratitude, not resentment. 9. You're being prepared for higher love. Finally, understand this: every rejection is redirection. The heartbreaks you've endured are not punishment, they're preparation. Each disappointment, each door that closed, each person who walked away has been part of a refining process, sculpting your heart, your discernment, and your capacity to receive what is truly aligned. As a chosen one, you are being prepared for a kind of love, divine, healthy, and reciprocal, that few people ever experience. The reason everyone you've loved has rejected you is not because you're unlovable, it's because your story isn't over yet, and the chapter you're walking into requires you to be free from what could have kept you small. Think of it like training. Your soul has been learning boundaries, patience, and self-respect through each rejection, so that when the right person, opportunity, or community arrives, you'll recognize it instantly and steward it well. You won't cling from desperation, you'll stand in wholeness. You won't settle for crumbs because you'll know your worth. This is why your journey may have felt lonelier or harsher than others. You're being set apart for something rare. So instead of seeing rejection as a verdict, see it as evidence of your preparation. Trust that the universe, God, or destiny is not taking from you, it's making room for the higher love, higher purpose, and higher partnerships that are already on their way. Take a deep breath and let this sink in. Rejection is not the end of your story, it's the evidence of your transformation. If you felt isolated, misunderstood, or unloved, know that you are not alone, and you are not broken. You're being guided. This is the Zillion Mind Channel. Remember to subscribe for more messages like this, and if this spoke to your soul exactly when you needed it most, type 1111 in the comments below to affirm your alignment and receive divine blessings. This is your sign that you are on the right path. Thank you for watching.
Listen carefully, because it is no accident that you are here today, reading these exact words at this exact moment. You have made the best decision by stopping to receive this message, because nothing happens by chance when I am working in your life. I am the Almighty God, the one who creates paths where there seem to be none, the one who changes destinies in an instant, lifts the fallen from the dust, and restores what was lost to those who thought restoration was impossible. I have seen your tears. Not just seen them, but collected them. Every single one. I watched you cry in your car before walking into work with a smile painted on your face. I saw you in the bathroom at 2:47 a.m., looking at yourself in the mirror, wondering if you still recognize the person staring back. I heard your silent prayers, the ones you whispered under your breath when everyone else thought you were fine. I watched your nights of worry when you questioned if I truly heard you, if I truly cared, if I was even paying attention to someone like you. Today I am here to tell you that yes, I hear you. Yes, I see you. And yes, I am here to respond. Those who wait on me will not be ashamed, for I renew the strength of the weary, rebuild what seemed broken beyond repair, and pour out blessings so great that you will not have enough room to contain them. Before you continue reading, I need you to do something right now. Type 777 in the comments below. This is not just a number. This is your signal to heaven that you are listening, that you are ready, that you are positioning yourself to receive what I am about to release. When you type those numbers, angels take notice. doors begin to unlock. The atmosphere around your life begins to shift. Do it now before reading another word. My desire is to bless you and your family so abundantly that your story will no longer be the same. The testimony you will carry will be so powerful that others will ask you what changed, what happened. How did you go from that place to this place? But I do not only bring blessings today, I also bring a warning, and you must pay attention to both. I am a God of love. This is true. I am compassionate, patient, slow to anger, rich in mercy. But I am also a God of order and truth. I am a God of timing and seasons. And there are moments, specific moments, when heaven opens a window that will not remain open forever. This is one of those moments. If you do not stay attentive to my voice, if you do not honor this message I am giving you today, the path to miracles and supernatural provision will close before you. I am the one who opens doors, and I am the one who closes them. I say this to you clearly, with love but also with urgency. Do not ignore my word. What I have prepared for you is not just another message to scroll past, not something to save for later, not something to dismiss as just another video. This is divine instruction that will shape your future and that of your family. Watch carefully for what I am about to do, because when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will receive a financial miracle that will resolve what once seemed impossible. Let me be specific. This is not vague spiritual language. I am talking about actual money, actual resources, actual provision that will hit your account, arrive in your mailbox, come through a phone call you were not expecting. This miracle will not come through your strength, through your networking, through your contacts, or through human logic and planning. It will come directly from my hand, from heaven's treasury, from resources that do not depend on the economy, on your job security, on the stock market, or on any human system. I will open the heavens in your favor and show you that there are no limits for those who believe in me. This miracle will be so powerful that it will bring freedom to your home, not just covering your immediate bills, not just getting you through this month, but uprooting the very spirit of scarcity and stagnation that has followed you for years. Some of you have been in the same financial position for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. The numbers change slightly, but the struggle remains the same. That cycle breaks tomorrow. I am not a God who gives halfway. I am not a God who abandons his children in the middle of the journey. I am the God who completes what he starts and brings to fulfillment everything he has promised. Because of your faith, because of your dedication, because of your daily devotion, even when you felt like giving up, things will begin to shift in your favor in ways you have never experienced. What was stuck will start to flow like water breaking through a dam. What was closed will begin to open like flowers responding to sunlight. What seemed dead will come to life like Lazarus walking out of the tomb. I am sending a new wind over you, a fresh breeze that carries the scent of change, of breakthrough, of new beginnings. This is your time of glory. Even if your eyes still see a desert when you look at your bank account, even if your hands have not yet received everything you desire, I assure you that I am already working in what you cannot see. In the spiritual realm, in dimensions beyond your natural vision, I am moving mountains, opening treasuries, releasing resources, aligning circumstances. And soon you will witness it all come to life before your physical eyes. Do not lose heart, for I am never late. I do not fail, and I do not forget the promises I have made to you. Stay strong, keep praying, keep believing even when it seems impossible, for your faith is the key that will open heaven's storehouses for you. If you are still reading, comment, "I receive this" right now. This is your second checkpoint, your confirmation that you are not just reading words but activating spiritual laws. Your written declaration matters. When you type those words, you are creating agreement between heaven and earth. Do not ignore a single word of this message, because it may be your last chance to experience this miracle in its fullness. I do not say this to manipulate you or to create fear. I say it because timing matters in the kingdom. There are seasons when heaven is open, and there are seasons when heaven waits. Right now, the window is open. Tomorrow it might still be open, but I cannot promise you next week, next month, or next year. Hold tightly to my voice. Stay close to me, for I am your refuge, your strength, and the one who can change your life in an instant. I have done it before for others. Let me tell you what happened to people just like you who took this message seriously. Maria from Houston was 3 months behind on rent, eviction notice on her door, nowhere to turn. She read this message on a Tuesday night at 11 p.m. She typed 737. She commented, "I received this." She believed. Thursday morning, not Wednesday but Thursday, a check arrived in her mail from a class action lawsuit she had completely forgotten about. $8,400. Covered her back rent, first month forward, and left her with enough to breathe for the first time in a year. James from Philadelphia had been praying for a financial breakthrough for his business for 2 years. Sales were down, debt was up, he was considering bankruptcy. He watched this message while sitting in his empty store after closing. He typed 777. He activated his faith. Within 72 hours, not 71 and not 73, a corporate buyer reached out wanting to purchase his product line. Contract signed for $75,000 up front. His business is now thriving. Linda from Phoenix, single mother of 3, car broke down, no money to fix it. About to lose her job because she could not get to work. She saw this message, typed 777 through tears, declared, "I received this," even though her mind said it was foolish. The next morning her neighbor knocked on her door and said, "I had a dream last night that I was supposed to give you my old car. I just bought a new one and the old one is just sitting there. It's yours if you want it." She drove to work that day crying tears of gratitude. These are not made-up stories. These are real people who took real action and experienced real breakthrough because they honored the moment when heaven was speaking. Now listen closely to what I declare over your life today, because my words do not return empty, but they accomplish the purpose for which I send them. The time has come when you will see your deepest desires come true. I am the God who answers the prayers of those who love and trust in me. I have seen how long you have waited. Some of you have been waiting 3 years, some 5, some 10. Some have been waiting so long you stopped counting the years because counting made the pain worse. I have seen how deeply you have dreamed, the visions you saw late at night when sleep would not come, the possibilities that danced in your imagination before reality crushed them with its weight. I have seen how much you have cried out, how many times you lifted your hands in desperation, how many prayers you prayed that felt like they evaporated into empty air. And even though there were times you thought I had forgotten you, today I assure you that you were never out of my sight, not for 1 second, not for 1 moment. There is no place you can go where I am not already there. There is no situation you can fall into where my hand cannot reach you. Today I open before you doors of blessing that no one can shut. Not your past mistakes, not your current circumstances, not the people who said you would never amount to anything, not the enemy who has been fighting your breakthrough. When I open a door, it stays open. When I release a blessing, it cannot be recalled. When I speak a word over your life, it will come to pass. I am the one who makes a way when there seems to be none. I made a highway in the sea for my people when they were trapped between the army and the ocean. I am the one who makes springs appear in the desert. I turned bitter water sweet. I brought water from solid rock. I am the one who makes the seeds hidden in fertile soil bloom at the right time. Not too early to be destroyed by frost, not too late to miss the season. And now is that time. Now is when you will see the fruit of your prayers, your waiting, and your faith. I have not forgotten your deepest desires, even those you have not shared with anyone, even those you thought were too selfish to pray for, even those that seemed impossible or too great for someone like you. I have heard them all, every single one. And today I come to tell you that I take great pleasure in blessing you. It brings me joy to see my children prosper. It delights my heart to answer prayers. It satisfies something deep within my nature to prove my faithfulness to those who trust me. That is why I say to you, I allow you to rest. I give you permission to take time off, to enjoy the peace I promised, to stop striving and start receiving. Your strength has been wearing out. You have been running on empty for too long. Your heart has been burdened with weights you were never meant to carry alone. I am not a God who ignores the tiredness of my children. I see you trying to be strong when you are falling apart inside. I see you pushing through when every cell in your body is screaming for relief. I give rest to those who seek me. I renew those who feel weak. I lift up the fallen. Enjoy the good things in life. Every smile that crosses your face, every moment of joy that breaks through the heaviness, every deep breath that fills your lungs with clean air is a gift from me. Do not be afraid to rejoice, to smile, to enjoy life. You are worthy of every moment of happiness because you have walked in faith even when faith felt impossible. I also hear the cry of your heart for a new car. Some of you reading this right now need reliable transportation. You are tired of the breakdowns, the repairs that cost more than the car is worth, the anxiety every time you turn the key wondering if it will start. You need more than just a way to get from one place to another. You need a clear sign that I bless those who sincerely seek me. I have seen how you have longed to travel in comfort and safety. I know your thoughts when you look at others driving nice vehicles, and you feel a mixture of happiness for them and sadness for yourself. I want you to know that I do not overlook even the smallest details of your life. The car you drive matters to me because you matter to me. Today, I declare that the time has come for you to drive a vehicle that reflects your hard work, your dedication, and your trust in me. You will not see it just as a car, but as a sign that I hear even your quietest prayers. Feel the wind on your face as you drive toward the places you have always dreamed of going. Every mile you travel will remind you that I opened doors that were once closed, that I multiplied what you had, and that I honored your obedience and perseverance. For I am not a man who can lie, nor the son of man who needs to change his mind. What I say, I make happen. What I promise, I bring to pass. Numbers 23:19 says it clearly. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should change his mind. Has he said, and will he not do it? Or has he spoken, and will he not fulfill it? In this new time I am giving you, every step you take, every journey you embark on, every path you walk will be a celebration of my faithfulness and my love for you. So do not doubt, do not fear, and do not think any of this is too much for you. I tell you, if you stay rooted in my word and keep my voice in your heart, I will ensure that you lack nothing. Just as today I speak to you of rest, provision, joy, and a new vehicle marking a new season in your life, know that this is just the beginning of what I am going to do. I am the one who speaks from the highest place, the one who holds the universe with the power of my word. Today I stretch my hands over your life to declare that a completely new time has begun. Before I continue, I need you to take 4 specific actions right now. These are not suggestions. These are instructions from heaven that will position you to receive everything I am releasing. First, hit the like button on this video. This is your spiritual signature, your way of saying, yes, I agree with this word over my life. Second, comment your name followed by the word activated. Write it exactly like this. Your name, activated. This creates a written covenant between you and heaven. Third, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications. More messages are coming that are specifically for this season you are entering. Fourth, share this message with one person right now. Someone came to your mind while you were reading this. That is not coincidence. Their breakthrough is connected to your obedience to share. Complete all 4 actions before you continue reading. Heaven is watching to see if you will honor simple instructions before complex blessings are released. The cycle of scarcity and closed doors is ending, and a new cycle of abundance, honor, and eternal favor is beginning. For a long time you have walked with limitations. You have carried burdens that seemed too heavy for one person to bear. You faced moments when everything around you felt like an endless desert, sand and heat as far as your eyes could see. no oasis, no shade, no relief. But I tell you that desert is about to bloom. I have decreed that from the dry ground will spring rivers of living water, and nothing and no one can stop what I have already set in motion. The tears you shed in secret, the words you never spoke out loud but that reached my throne, they have not been forgotten. Every cry has become a seed planted in heaven's garden, and now those seeds are starting to sprout. I am the one who multiplies the little, who turns weakness into strength, who makes the impossible happen right in front of witnesses so they cannot deny my power. Do not focus on what you lost. Do not rehearse the failures. Do not replay the disappointments. I am bringing something new, something greater than what you once had. My goal is to surprise you with the greatness of my works and show you that my faithfulness is unshakable even when everything else shakes. The time of restoration has arrived. I will restore what seemed lost forever. I will bring back what you thought would never return. And I will add even more than you imagine. The enemy tried to make you believe you were forgotten. He filled your mind with doubts and fears. He whispered that you are not important enough for God to notice, not faithful enough for God to help, not worthy enough for God to bless. But I say to you that nothing and no one can take you from my hand. Every force that has risen against you will fall. No weapon formed against you will succeed. Isaiah 54:17 confirms this. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. I am breaking down the walls that have kept you from moving forward. I am shattering the chains that have held you bound. Chains of debt, chains of addiction, chains of depression, chains of anxiety, chains of generational poverty, chains of shame from past mistakes. Every single chain is breaking right now as you read these words. You have walked through many questions, faced silences that felt endless, sat in rooms where the quiet was so loud it hurt your ears. But understand that every silence from me was for preparation. While you thought nothing was happening, I was organizing what you could not see. While you believed everything had stopped, I was laying down firm foundations so that what I give you now will stand strong through any storm. I am here to change the course of your story. What once caused you shame will become a reason for honor. What seemed like a loss will turn into a gain. What people used as ammunition against you, I will transform into a testimony that sets others free. I will make your voice heard far and wide. Your presence will be light in dark places. I do not light a lamp to hide it under a basket, but to make it shine so everyone in the house can see. I am placing a radiance upon you that comes not from you, but from me. That radiance will open doors, build trust, and bring recognition where you were once overlooked. The season you are entering is one of growth. You will not only see changes in your material life, in your finances, in your possessions, but also deep changes in your spiritual journey. Your faith will grow from a small seed to a mighty tree. Your vision will broaden from seeing just today to seeing generations ahead. Your understanding will be sharpened like a blade refined in fire. What you did not understand before will start to make sense. Pieces that seemed random will connect into a clear picture. I will give you the discernment you need to navigate what is coming. I will guide you step by step, and you will not walk in darkness or stumble in uncertainty. I will go before you like I went before my people in the wilderness, leading you as a pillar of fire by night so you can see where to go even in the darkest moments, leading you as a cloud by day to give you shade from the burning heat of life's pressures. I am opening doors to places you have never been, to opportunities you have never imagined, to paths that others thought were closed forever. You will walk through those doors and people will ask, "How did you get access to that?" And you will know it was not your resume, not your connections, not your credentials. It was my hand opening what no human could open. I will give you the ability to manage the new things I place in your hands. It will not feel like a burden, but a blessing that brings freedom and peace. It will not cause you worry, but joy. My provision does not come with sorrow. Proverbs 10:22 says it clearly. The blessing of the Lord makes one rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. It brings rest and joy and fulfillment. In the midst of everything I give, Remember that the key to this new season is to keep your trust in me. Do not hold on to the past like someone clutching old photographs. Do not try to cling to what I have already left behind. Look ahead, for that is where I am unfolding the new. Do not retreat in fear when the blessing seems too big. Do not doubt because of what others say. I am the one who validates your path. I am the one who confirms your calling. I am the one who approves your promotion. I will lift you up in such a way that those who once saw you struggle will now witness your victory. Those who knew you in times of scarcity will now see your abundance. Those who saw you broken will now see your restoration. And when this happens, you will know for sure that my word never fails, that my promises are solid as rock, and that my faithfulness remains unchanged from generation to generation. Remember what is written in Isaiah 43:19, a verse I want you to write down and put where you will see it every day. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. So it will be in your life. You will see paths where there were none. You will see provision where there was once emptiness. You will see fulfillment where only promises once waited. Today I confirm that everything I have spoken will not just be words floating in the air. You will see it come to life in your own experience, so clearly that there will be no room for doubt. The time is set. The season is here. And I will be your guarantee that the impossible becomes possible. Stand firm, for what has been declared from above will come down with power upon you. I am the one who establishes kingdoms and brings down powers. I am the one who brings life to what was dead and transforms ruins into beauty. Today, I declare a new time for you when all limitations will be left behind, and growth will be seen in every area of your life. It will not be small or slow progress. It will be a sudden display of my greatness in your life. Those who once mocked you will be quiet, for they will see with their own eyes the power I have shown in you. I have prepared places of peace for you where your feet will find rest. The path you once walked with exhaustion, you will now walk with joy, because my presence will give you strength and my spirit will guide you. You will not walk in fear, because where you place your foot, I will be with you. You will not fear scarcity, because in the middle of lack, I will open fountains of provision. You will not fear the future, for I am already there, preparing everything for your good. I am awakening talents in you that have been hidden, gifts that seem dormant but will now shine. You will rise with new wisdom, fresh ideas, and strategies that do not come from your own thinking, but from the inspiration I give you. This creativity will open doors you never imagined, and people will seek your advice because they will recognize that wisdom flows from you. Before we close, I want to count you into your new reality. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is here. Your miracle is not tomorrow. It is now. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath. Feel your lungs expand with the breath of life I gave you. Now exhale slowly, releasing every doubt, every fear, every limitation. Your transformation begins in 5. Heaven is releasing specific angels assigned to your breakthrough. 4. Financial miracles are manifesting in the spiritual realm, about to cross into the physical. 3. Doors are unlocking. Opportunities are aligning. Divine appointments are being scheduled. 2. Everything that tried to stop you is falling away like chains dropping to the ground. 1. Activated. It is done. The declaration is made. The blessing is released. The miracle is in motion. Heaven has moved on your behalf. Angels are working in ways you cannot see. Your enemies are confused about what to do next, because my favor on your life has shifted the entire landscape. Welcome to your new season. Welcome to your time of supernatural provision. Welcome to the chapter where everything changes. Do not forget what you committed to do. Like this video, comment your name and activate it. Subscribe with all notifications on. Share with one person. Your obedience positions you to receive. Watch what happens in the next 24 hours. Watch what happens in the next 72 hours. Watch what happens in the next 7 days. Notice the phone calls. Notice the checks in the mail. Notice the opportunities. Notice the open doors. Notice how things that seemed impossible are suddenly becoming possible. The best is yet to come. Your life will never be the same again. You have suffered enough. Your season of struggle is over. Your time of breakthrough is here. I have spoken it. Angels have heard it. Hell has been notified. Heaven has moved. This is not hopeful thinking. This is prophetic declaration. This is divine truth. This is what happens when the God of the universe decides to intervene in a human life and show his power in unmistakable ways. Your appointed time is now. Your financial miracle is released. Your provision is on the way. Your new season has begun. Receive it. Believe it. Walk in it. And watch me prove to you and everyone watching that I am still the God who does impossible things for ordinary people who dare to believe. Like, comment, subscribe, share. The rest is up to heaven, and heaven never fails. It is done.
Chosen one, something just broke in the spirit realm, and it has everything to do with your positioning right now. This exact moment, heaven is repositioning you for a shift so massive, so sudden, so undeniable that even your enemies will have to acknowledge it. And here's what you need to know. By the end of this message, you'll understand exactly why the delay was actually divine protection, what heaven has been orchestrating behind closed doors, and the 3 gates you must walk through in the next 72 hours to activate what's already in motion. This is not motivation. This is not encouragement. This is prophetic declaration. Stay to the end because we will pray and seal this word with authority. And right now, if your spirit is stirring, if something inside you is confirming this message, declare shift in the comments. Let heaven see your agreement. Let that be your activation. And join the community of chosen ones walking in prophetic clarity each week. This is your moment. Here's the truth. Your positioning is not random. You didn't end up where you are by accident. Every closed door, every delayed promise, every season of isolation has been strategic. God has been moving you like a chess piece across a board you couldn't fully see. And while you thought you were stuck, heaven was setting up the conditions for your breakthrough. But there's something darker at play that most believers never see. And in just a moment, I'll show you the enemy's exact strategy to keep you from shifting and how to dismantle it with one declaration. There is a demonic assignment against your shift. The enemy knows what's coming. He's seen the orders from heaven. He's watched the angels being dispatched. He's heard your name being called in the throne room, and he is terrified. Watch how this connects. When you shift into your next position, kingdoms will be threatened, lies will be exposed, chains will break, and souls will be liberated. That's why he's been working overtime to keep you distracted, discouraged, and delayed. He's been whispering lies. Nothing ever changes for you. You're always overlooked. You missed your moment. But 1 Peter 5:8 warns us, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Here's the truth. He's not after people who are stuck. He's after people who are about to move. And you're about to move. Let me show you something powerful. The very resistance you've been facing is proof of your proximity to breakthrough. The harder the battle, the closer the victory. The enemy doesn't waste resources on people who aren't dangerous. He attacks those who carry authority. And chosen one, you carry something rare, something he cannot replicate, something that terrifies the powers of darkness. This shift is not just about promotion, it's about alignment. It's about stepping into the exact position God designed for you before the foundation of the world. Ephesians 2:10 declares, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Watch this carefully. Your works were prepared. Your position was prepared. And the shift that releases you into that position has already been prepared. The question is, are you ready to receive it? Let me show you something most believers miss. This shift is not about getting more. It's about becoming aligned. It's not about climbing a ladder. It's about stepping into a space that was custom built for you. And here's why this matters. God doesn't move people randomly. He moves them strategically. Every position in the kingdom has a purpose. And when someone is out of position, the entire ecosystem suffers. Think about David. Picture this. He wasn't anointed king and immediately placed on the throne. He was positioned first as a shepherd, watching over his father's flock in isolation, then as a musician, called into the king's presence to drive out torment, then as a warrior, facing a giant while everyone else cowered, then as a fugitive, running for his life through caves and wilderness. Each position built the character required for the throne. Your wilderness wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Your cave wasn't rejection, it was refinement. And the position you're about to step into requires every lesson you learned in the dark. Here's what Jeremiah 1:5 reveals. "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." Notice the language. Appointed, set apart, positioned. God doesn't guess. He doesn't experiment. He positions with precision. And right now, chosen one, you are being repositioned. Not because you begged for it, not because you earned it, but because it's time. Heaven's clock just struck your hour. And when God's timing aligns with your positioning, nothing can stop what's about to happen. But here's what heaven just revealed to me, and this is critical. There's a verse most people skip when they're in transition. We'll come back to that in just a moment. First, you need to understand this. Right now, close your eyes. Take a deep breath and say this: God, I release my grip on where I thought I should be. I trust your positioning. I step into alignment with your timing. Shift me. Before God shifts you, he purifies you. Before he promotes you, he examines you. Here's the truth. Right now, there is a consecration process happening over your life that you may not even recognize. But it's critical, because what you're stepping into is too sacred, too powerful, too visible to carry unconfessed sin or unresolved compromise. Joshua 3:5 says, "Consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you." Notice the order. Consecrate first, then the amazing things happen, not the other way around. Most people want the shift without the sanctification. They want the promotion without the purity. But God doesn't work that way. So let me ask you directly, what areas of your life need to be cleansed? What gates have you left unguarded? Your eyes, what are you watching? Your ears, what are you listening to? Your hands, what are you touching? Your feet, where are you going? Your mouth, what are you speaking? Psalm 24:3-4 asks the defining question: who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not trust in an idol or swear by a false god. Watch how this connects. Clean hands mean your actions align with God's word. Pure heart means your motives are submitted to his will. You cannot expect to carry the weight of your next assignment while carrying the baggage of your last compromise. It won't work. The anointing lifts when purity is neglected. The favor fades when obedience is optional. But when you consecrate yourself, when you fast, when you repent, when you realign, you unlock access to realms most believers never touch. Here's your instruction. In the next 24 hours, ask the Holy Spirit, what needs to be cleansed? Then obey what He reveals. Fast if He leads you. Repent if He convicts you. Cut ties if He instructs you. Because purity unlocks positioning. And here's something most people don't realize. There's a reason God asks you to clean certain gates before He opens new doors. I'll show you exactly which gates in just a moment. But first, you need to see this. Write down 3 areas where you've compromised. Confess them out loud. Then declare, I renounce agreement with compromise. I consecrate my life to God's purpose. I am clean. I am ready. I am aligned. Here's what's going to shake you. The shift you're praying for has already started. Heaven didn't wait for you to feel ready. It didn't wait for your circumstances to line up. It moved when God said, move. And right now, there are angelic assignments, divine connections, and supernatural opportunities being released over your life that you haven't even seen yet. Isaiah 60:22 declares, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Watch this carefully. God doesn't say if, He says when. And when God moves, He moves suddenly. Let me paint you a picture of what's about to happen. You kept knocking on doors that wouldn't open, applying for opportunities that fell through, watching others prosper while you barely scraped by. But God wasn't closing those doors. He was building a gate only you can walk through. A gate custom designed for your specific assignment. What took others years will happen for you in days. What seemed impossible will manifest overnight, because when heaven accelerates blessing, time bends to His will. Doors you stopped knocking on will swing open without effort. People who overlooked you will reach out. Contracts that seemed dead will resurrect. Ideas you shelved will gain traction. Opportunities you released will return multiplied. And it won't be because you worked harder. It will be because you aligned with divine timing. But here's the critical part. You must recognize the shift when it comes. Because it won't always look like you expected. It might come disguised as a test. It might come wrapped in humility. It might require you to serve before you lead, to give before you receive, to decrease before you increase. John 3:30 says, He must become greater, I must become less. Your shift requires surrender, not of your calling, but of your control, not of your purpose, but of your pride. Because God only promotes those who are willing to be hidden first. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you the single sign that confirms your shift is 24 hours away. But first, you need to understand this battle. Speak this. I recognize the shift. I receive the shift. I align with the shift. I will not resist what God is doing. I will not delay what heaven is releasing. I step forward in faith. Now let's address what no one wants to talk about. The closer you get to your shift, the fiercer the attack becomes. The enemy knows your breakthrough is near, and he's throwing everything at you to keep you from crossing the threshold. Discouragement, confusion, fear, division, accusations, distractions. But Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Here's the truth. Your battle is not with people, it's with principalities. and you need spiritual authority to win. Let me show you what's happening in the unseen. There is a demonic council assigned to your name. They have studied you. They know your triggers. They know your weaknesses, and they have strategized how to keep you from shifting. But watch this. What they don't know is that God has already given you the keys to dismantle their plan. Matthew 16:19 says, I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. You have authority. Use it. Right now, speak with me. I bind every spirit of delay, confusion, and fear. I bind the assignment of distraction. I bind the spirit of self-sabotage. I bind every demonic counsel that has strategized against my shift, and I loose clarity. I loose courage. I loose divine timing. I loose breakthrough. In Jesus' name. Did you speak it? Good. Because when you declare with authority, hell trembles and heaven moves. But here's the part that changes everything. The attack you're experiencing is not a sign of failure. It's confirmation of your proximity. The enemy only fights those who are about to break through, and you, chosen one, are about to break through. Fast one meal this week and pray. Use that time to war in the spirit. Declare your shift, rebuke the resistance, and watch what God does. Let me show you something powerful. When God shifts you, it happens suddenly. Suddenly Joseph went from prison to palace. Suddenly David went from shepherd to king. Suddenly Esther went from orphan to queen. Suddenly Peter went from fisherman to foundation of the church. Your suddenly is coming, and it won't make sense to those watching. They'll say, how did that happen so fast? But you'll know. You'll know it was years in the making. You'll know it was built in the secret place. You'll know it was forged in the fire. And you'll know it was released in God's perfect timing. Acts 2:2 describes the day of Pentecost. Suddenly, a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. Suddenly, that's how heaven moves. That's how breakthroughs manifest. That's how shifts occur. But here's the condition. You must be in position when the suddenly comes. You can't be distracted. You can't be disobedient. You can't be doubting. You must be ready, watching, praying, aligned. Here's why this matters. When your suddenly comes, it will carry weight. It will carry responsibility. It will carry visibility. And if you're not prepared, you'll collapse under the blessing. That's why God has been training you in the wilderness, stretching you in the waiting, testing you in obscurity. He's been building capacity for your suddenly. Think about it. A caterpillar doesn't decide when to become a butterfly. The transformation happens suddenly. But it only happens after the caterpillar has